In 2017, SCBC was created in South Africa by certain comrades within Sako Governing Council or an IG leadership as the voice of our liberation. Unfortunately, we were duped by the founders who literally lied to Ambazonia that that television belonged to the interim government. But SCBC was established under a blind trust as a private enterprise, then contracted her services to the interim government for a huge monthly fee. So we spent over $150,000 from May 2017 to July 2018 promoting that privately owned enterprise. So 2 months into office, I discovered this bizarre arrangement. We ordered an inquiry to ascertain the true ownership of SCBC. We tried to correct this anomaly internally and reclaim ownership under the interim government, but we were met with a pushback. I was told the harsh truth to my face. SCBC is not owned by the interim government. And come to think of it, that was not difficult to decipher from the beginning, only that Amazonians were either too distracted by the heat of the moment or were outrightly misled by our own trusted leaders to believe otherwise. So we decided to create a new TV that will be 100% owned by the interim government. I assigned my former Secretary of Communication to oversee the establishment of ABC as a property of the People's Interim Government. He went to work immediately, but unbeknown to Amazonians, he established ABC not for the people as expected, but for himself. Instead of correcting the fundamental mistakes of the SCBC cover-up, he saw it as the perfect opportunity to appropriate or confiscate the voice of the revolution for his personal benefit or agenda. He created ABC to more like one of his social media platforms. Matter of fact, even the YouTube platform was registered in his personal names. Like a selfish farmer, he planted our Ambazonia garden in flower pots inside his bedroom, so the garden could produce enough for him and not a full belly of Ambazonians. ABC was run and managed like a private enterprise in a manner worse than the SCBC disaster. ABC had no board of directors, no functional program schedule, and was always in crisis of shutdown by satellite service providers. The Secretary of State for Communications was the board of directors. He was the general manager. He was the anchorman. He was the producer and the hirer of workers with no contracts. He ordered disbursements by mere phone calls or text messages. No requisitions or vouchers were required by him. After burying for close to 2 years over $150,000 in that black hole, I realized ABC, but for the bogus one-man show, was actually a dead man walking. So I created a 13-man member board of directors, one from each county, to secure the ownership of ABC under the interim government, oversee the daily management of ABC as a state corporation, and separate the Department of Communication and IT from ABC as a state corporation. That was the unforgivable sin I committed that became the mother of all problems, masterminded by the former Secretary of State for Communication. Sad.